There is a particular kind of betrayal that only a sister can deliver, because only a sister knows everything. The date you chose, the venue you toured 4 times before committing, the flowers you described in detail over a phone call at midnight, the dress color, the cake, the exact guest list you built name by name over 6 months. Only a sister would know all of that. And only a certain kind of sister would use it. This is the story of Lola and her sister Temi, and a wedding that got stolen, and a marriage that collapsed in 14 months for a reason nobody saw coming. Lola was 29 when she got engaged to her partner of 4 years, a man named Kofi. It had been a long time coming. Patient, steady, the kind of relationship that built itself quietly on shared dinners and inside jokes, and a friendship that had started long before anything else. When he proposed on a beach at sunset with a ring he had spent 4 months choosing, Lola said yes before he finished the sentence. She told her family that same evening, her parents, her aunties, and her younger sister Temi, who screamed down the phone with what Lola took to be pure joy. Over the following weeks, Lola shared everything with Temi. The venue, a restored Georgian manor house she had fallen in love with on first sight. The date, the second Saturday in June, 14 months away, already deposited. The flowers, white peonies and trailing eucalyptus. The cake, 5 tiers, buttercream, gold leaf detail. The guest list, built carefully, name by name, from a spreadsheet she and Kofi had worked on together over 3 evenings. Temi asked questions about all of it. Detailed questions, engaged questions. The kind of questions a loving sister asks when she wants to understand every part of your happiness. 6 weeks later, Temi announced her engagement. The man she was engaged to was named David. He had proposed apparently after 3 months of dating. Nobody in the family had met him. Nobody had even known Temi was seeing someone seriously. The engagement was fast, the timeline was suspicious, and the wedding date Temi announced was the second Saturday in June. What unfolded over the following weeks was so systematic, it was almost impressive. Temi booked the Georgian manor house, the same one. She had called them the Monday after Lola's deposit cleared and asked about availability for a second event that day. The venue, seeing an opportunity for a double booking on the same date, had agreed. She ordered white peonies and trailing eucalyptus. She specified a 5-tier buttercream cake with gold leaf detail. She used Lola's florist, Lola's caterer, and Lola's photographer, all of whom had been shared in confidence during those late-night planning conversations. She then contacted the family on their mother's side, aunts, cousins, grandparents, and told them quietly that Lola's wedding had been postponed, that Lola and Kofi were having difficulties, that it was a sensitive situation and best not to ask about it directly. She said it with such sisterly concern that most of them believed her completely and RSVP'd to Temi's wedding instead. And the mother, who should have been the one person to stop all of this, had quietly transferred it to Temi's account instead. When Lola found out and confronted her, her mother said simply, "Temi asked first." Lola sat with that for a very long time. She had 2 choices: collapse into the betrayal or keep going. She kept going. She changed her date. She found a different venue, smaller, more intimate, genuinely more her. She rebuilt her guest list. She told the family what had actually happened, clearly and without drama, and left them to make their own decisions about who they believed. And then, on the same June Saturday that Temi had stolen, Lola got married in a converted garden space surrounded by 60 people who had specifically chosen to be there. No stolen flowers, no borrowed vision, just Lola and Kofi, and a day that was entirely, authentically theirs. She posted one photograph that evening, just one. Her and Kofi laughing, completely unposed. The caption was 3 words. We did it. Temi's wedding at the Georgian Manor House did not go entirely smoothly. The dress, which Temi had ordered in ivory, 3 shades lighter than Lola's original choice, from the same designer Lola had mentioned, had a zip that failed 40 minutes before the ceremony. Completely, irretrievably failed. The seamstress on site could not fix it in time. Temi walked down the aisle in an emergency dress borrowed from a bridesmaid that was a size too large, pinned at the back with safety pins in a shade of blush that clashed with her flowers. The guests from the mother's side who had been told Lola's wedding was postponed sat in the front rows and smiled. Several of them had, by this point, received calls from Lola herself explaining exactly what had happened. They smiled through the ceremony with the particular expression of people who know something they have been asked not to say out loud. David, for his part, was perfectly charming throughout. Attentive, well-dressed, exactly the kind of man who makes a good impression at a wedding. Nobody had any reason to look more closely. Not yet. The marriage lasted 14 months. It ended not with a fight, not with a slow drift, not with incompatibility or financial stress or the ordinary friction that wears some marriages down. It ended with a phone call Temi received from a woman she had never met, who introduced herself as the wife of a man named Jerome, a man Temi had never heard of, and who said, with the careful calm of someone who had rehearsed the conversation several times before making it, I think our husbands have been together for the past 2 years. Temi said nothing for a very long time. The investigation that followed, phone records, location data, a hotel loyalty account that David had forgotten was linked to a shared email address, confirmed everything. David and Jerome had met at a work conference 3 years earlier. The relationship had continued through David's courtship of Temi, through the rushed engagement, through the stolen wedding, through the entire 14 months of marriage. Jerome's wife had found out first. She had spent 2 months verifying before she called anyone. She had called Temi because she believed simply that Temi deserved to know. She bore her no ill will. She understood, she said, that Temi had not known either. David, when confronted, did not deny it. He said he had been trying to live the life that was expected of him, that he had genuinely tried, that he was sorry. Temi filed for divorce within the week. Temi called Lola 3 weeks after she filed for divorce. It was the first time they had spoken properly since the wedding. Lola answered. Temi talked for a long time about the wedding, about the money, about the guest list, about the venue and the florist and the photographer and every single thing she had taken and rebuilt as her own. She said she had been jealous for years, not just of the wedding, but of Lola's relationship, of the steadiness of it, of the way Kofi looked at Lola in a way that Temi had never experienced with anyone. She said she had thought that if she could just have the same things, she might feel the same way. She said she understood now how wrong that had been. She said she was sorry. And she meant it. It was clear she meant it. Lola listened to all of it. Then she said something that would later be repeated at a family gathering, in front of their mother, in front of aunties who had been quietly choosing sides for over a year. You can copy someone's wedding, Temi. You cannot copy what built it. Their mother
who was present for that conversation, said nothing. But she was seen afterwards sitting alone in the kitchen for a very long time. At Christmas that year, the first one where the family was all together again, their mother stood up before the meal and said in front of everyone that she had not handled things well, that she had allowed things to happen that a mother should have prevented, that she was proud of Lola, that she owed her an apology she was now delivering publicly because anything less would not be enough. Temi sat at the table and heard every word. Lola reached across and held her mother's hand. She did not gloat. She did not look at Temi. She simply accepted the apology with the grace of a woman who had never needed anyone's validation to know her own worth. Lola and Kofi are still together. They have a daughter now, born the spring after the Christmas apology, named after both of their grandmothers. Kofi still looks at Lola the way he always has. Temi is rebuilding, quietly, in her own time, on her own terms. She and Lola speak regularly now. It is not what it was. It may never be what it was. But it is something. And something built honestly is more than enough. David and Jerome are, by all accounts, together, navigating whatever that looks like now. That is their story to tell. What this story is about, underneath the stolen wedding and the collapsed marriage and the family that had to reckon with itself, is something simpler than all of it. You cannot manufacture what is real. You cannot copy your way into love. You cannot steal a foundation. You can take the flowers, the venue, the date, the dress, and you will still be standing on someone else's ground, wondering why it doesn't feel like home. Lola knew this. She had always known it. She just had to wait for everyone else to catch up. Some people learn too late that loyalty isn't just a word. And karma keeps excellent records. This has been served cold. I'll see you tomorrow.